Hi folks, welcome back to the shop here at Project Pine Hills. Today I want to talk about the differences between the Veto Pro Pac Tech-MCT original bag and the new Veto Pro Pac Tech-MCT Blackout bag. Before we get into it, recently I did a simple Google search for my name and city. I was shocked to find numerous sites offering to sell extensive personal details about me. Despite being tech savvy and careful about my privacy, these data brokers had gathered information like my age, address, phone numbers, names of relatives. It all felt incredibly invasive. I immediately requested removal from the two worst offenders, but I know from experience that new sites keep popping up. It seems impossible to stay on top of. This experience revealed just how little control I have over my own data. Thankfully, I recently discovered a service called Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura constantly scours the internet to find data brokers selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests. It's a huge relief knowing Aura has my back, saving me the impossible task of tracking down these sketchy sites myself. And safeguarding my data is just one of the ways Aura protects my privacy. It also includes antivirus software, VPN, password manager, and more. Everything bundled into one easy, affordable subscription. Aura is always on, always working to keep my information safe and secure. I don't take chances with my family's safety and privacy, and I hope you don't either. Visit aura.com/pinehills to start your free trial and take control of your data. Now let's get back to the video. You don't know this is the original bag. This is the new bag. Obviously they blacked out the color. That's one of the major changes they've made with the bag. But just a few of the major changes they've made is you'll notice the original bag has a soft handle. The new bag has a hard fixed hinge handle. On the original bag, there was no pockets here on this flap. On the new bag, they've added pockets. You have a clear pocket here and a second pocket here. And the major change they made was in this bag, the back plane and the tool pockets are fixed. On the new bag, you lift a piece of Velcro, grab a D-ring here, and you can peel out the entire pocket system in here. That's known as Veto V-Swap. So those are some of the major new things with this bag. Now I want to tell you the things I like better about the original bag and the things I like better about the Blackout bag. The original bag had buttons here on the outside. So you could pull this flap down and you could snap it and snap that flap out of your way, right? On the new bag, they don't have those buttons. So it's a fixed flap, more stationary. Now they have added this strap in here that you can clip up here to a D-ring, and that will support this. So it sort of gives you a shelf here to work on that you can put materials on or whatever while you're working. But I prefer the snaps on this bag and getting this flap out of the way. Another thing I like better about the original bag is you'll notice the D-rings are mounted higher on the original bag versus the new bag. This is nice if you want to put a hammer in the bag, mount that there in the D-ring. Gives you that option. Here, the hammer bottom's out, doesn't hang as nicely in the D-ring. Another thing nicer about the D-ring being higher is you can pull things out of these pockets. The D-ring's really out of the way. Over here, the D-ring's lower. You got to kind of move things out of the way. So if you're taking things out of the pockets of the original bag, the D-ring's just more out of the way for you. Another thing I like better about the original bag is there's two additional pockets on each side of the bag and the side. Two little pockets. I have these two small screwdrivers in there. You got two pockets here. You have two in the back side of this original bag. You don't have those four pockets in the new bag. The fourth thing I like better about the original bag is that it's lighter. The new bag is 50% heavier, about 50% heavier than the original bag. There's also, the fifth thing I like better about this bag is there's also more interior space. You lose a little bit of volume in this bag because of the V-Swap system that you have here. It just takes a little bit of space in the bag. So those are the 5 things I like better about the original bag. Now, what are the things I like better about the new Blackout bag? Well, it has a higher tape measure clip than the original bag. And why is that nice? Because you could take a tool pouch like this Veto TP3B and you can mount this clip in the back on the tape measure clip. That's why they've raised that tape measure clip. So now it hangs off the bag nicely. On the original bag, it was a little too low. You could clip into it, but it wouldn't really hang on the bag. The second thing I like better about the new bag is if you look here at the back of both bags, there's no interior pockets on the original bag. I do prefer to have these interior pockets on this side of the bag. There's no snaps over here on this side of the bag. So it's nice to have the interior pockets here, perfect for voltmeter leads, things like that. So it's good to have these interior pockets. So that's the second thing I like better. The third thing I like better is if you look at the back of this bag, you'll see that this flap on each side, this flap is bigger on the new bag. So that allows you to have taller tools in here, bigger items that it can go over and cover them nicely. That is an improvement definitely with the new bag versus the old one. And of course, the fifth thing I like about this new bag is the fact that it has this color that's blacked out. So those are 5 things I like better about the new bag. So you can decide which one of those things are more important to you. I'm going to try out this new Veto Pro Pac Blackout. I bought this as part of their spring promotion. It costs $30 more than the original bag. So it puts you in a higher tier for the free promotion bag they give you. So I was able to get the Veto Pro Pac SBLD. You can see it's an open top bag. We'll cover that here on this channel. But that was another benefit of getting the Blackout bag. So you decide which one's more important to you. For me, what I really like to see is the 5 improvements I pointed out with the Blackout be on this original bag, right? They put those clear pockets on the meter side, and they raise the tape measure clip, and had that bigger flap on the back side for that small pocket. Those improvements on this bag to me would make the better bag. But for me, I'm going to try out the Blackout, but I think I'm leaning towards the original bag because it is lighter. It does have this flap that buttons down out of your way. That matters because when you're moving around, let's say you're installing doorknobs and you're going door to door, this thing's out of your way. Every time you pick this bag up and go, you don't have to do anything with this pocket. With this one, it's laying down here and it's kind of in your way. You're going to have to close the bag before you move to another location. Whereas this one, you don't have to touch it, right? You can just kind of hang out here. So I really like the fact that buttons down. So if those things are a major consideration for you, I would get the original bag. If you like the things I pointed out on the Blackout, by all means, go with the Blackout. That higher tape measure, the interior pockets, the bigger back flap, and of course the V-swap is something that's really important to you. I'm not as concerned about the V-swap pockets because most folks probably order these Blackout bag and never change the pockets. They probably even go with the default configuration, which is already in the original MCT. So unless you plan on changing these pockets or you want to be able to do bulk storage occasionally, you might want to take this whole V-swap out so you have bulk storage in here from time to time, then by all means you should go with the Blackout bag. So it really comes down to what's more important to you between the differences I pointed out here today. So let me know in the comments what you think. Which bag do you like better? What do you think of the criteria I pointed out here on each bag? Did I miss something? Let me know which one you prefer. I'll have a link to both these bags in the description, and please remember to like and subscribe. All those actions help me to continue to bring content to you here on the Project Pine Hills channel. And with that said, I'll see you in the next video.